Chris Young joins us on Hot Stove. CY, congratulations on the award.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
I mean, you have had to come back so many times from so many different things. What set it apart for you this year? What made your 2014 season different?
Well, it was the first time in a while that I've truly been pain-free. And what I learned through the process was that I was constantly chasing what felt like injury after injury, and it was really just one long injury that really hadn't, I had not diagnosed it, which was the thoracic outlet syndrome. So it was more of a nerve condition than it was actually a shoulder problem. And so once I got that diagnosed and had the surgery, I've been pain-free since and feel great.
Hey, Chris, I want to take you back to a year ago. You're looking for a club to go to, and you get a call from the Mariners to go to spring training. And it really came down to what, the last week or so before you even made the club? Am I right here? Am I thinking?
Yeah. So, Harold, pretty close. I went to a camp with the Nationals. The Nationals brought me into camp, and I knew that I was on the outside looking in. They had 5 really established Major League starters, and so I knew that it would take something odd to happen to make that club. But they promised me they could get me innings and give me a chance to showcase myself, and I was extremely grateful. And I went in and I had a decent spring, and at the end of spring training, when the Nationals let me go, there were several clubs calling. The Mariners were one of them, and it just felt like the right fit. And it truly worked out. It couldn't have been any better. It was just a great situation and a tremendous season. Great teammates, great organization. I had a blast.
What attracted you to Seattle?
Well, just all things considered. The first part for me, trying to reestablish myself and prove that I was healthy, was the opportunity. And at that point, they had a few starters down and weren't sure when they were going to be back. They had just lost Randy Wolf, and it was an opportunity to come in and start in the major leagues. And for me, I felt like I could not pass that up. And so it was just the right fit for a number of reasons, as I said. And I'm fortunate that it worked out the way it did.
So Chris, enjoying health, the likes of which you hadn't in a while last year, are you the same guy that you were early in your career in terms of your approach, in terms of stuff? I mean, Harold and I were visiting before we had you on, and we were talking about the, I think it was 06, you threw a complete game shutout in Denver and threw all but 3. Everything was a fastball except for 3 pitches. You had the near no-hitter as a Padre. You were an all-star in 07. Are you now the same guy as a pitcher that you were back then?
Well, Matt, I mean, I think with every pitcher with age, your stuff diminishes a little bit, but you make up for that in experience and poise and all the intangibles. And certainly, I don't throw as hard as I once did. I'm still confident that my velocity is coming back. I'm, just over a year out of surgery, but when I've been pain-free and healthy in my career, I feel like I've been, relatively successful. And so in terms of that, I do feel like I'm close to who I once was, and truly, I feel like I can be better than I was too. And that's my motivating drive this off season is to continue to get better and to pitch better than I did this past year.
Yeah, Scott Bradley, your coach at Princeton, good buddy of mine, he was telling me he looks like he's going to be healthy and be back this year. I want to get that in. Before I ask you my question, American League Cy Young tonight. King Felix is up. You look at Kluber, had an amazing year. Chris Sale. What are you thinking?
Yeah, Chris Sale and Corey Kluber were tremendous. But for me, getting to see Felix Hernandez day in, day out, and the competitor that he is, how he approaches the game, his will to win. Obviously he gets my vote, which I don't have, but he's a tremendous teammate, tremendous pitcher, and it was just such a fun experience being able to watch him every 5th day.
That King's Court's pretty crazy, huh? I hadn't seen anything like that.
Nor had I. I mean, I've played against Felix for a long time, but then being on his team and seeing the excitement that he generates and the buzz in the stadium the night he pitches, it's pretty special. And Seattle certainly has a great superstar there with him, and I hope that the fans there, they appreciate it because he's special.
Hey, Chris, are you still playing fantasy football?
Yes, Matt, my fantasy team is not doing very well this year, but I am still playing fantasy football.
I wanted to ask you this for a long time. Have you ever had Joe Flacco on your team? Have you ever drafted him?
I have not had Joe Flacco, no.
Because I'm telling you, whenever I watch a Ravens game, We got a split screen up right now. I know you're in the car, but have you heard it before? You and Joe Flacco bear a bit of a resemblance.
I've heard him. You know, it's funny. I think, is he from Jersey, I believe?
I think he is.
Yeah, I think he's from Jersey. I'm from Texas, and I
Well,
think
you both need a
Jersey
tan.
accent.
That's all I know. You both need a tan. That's all I can see.
Not what we do to our guests. Hey, Chris, thanks for the visit. I know
I can do that to Chris.
this is a free agent year for you, and I don't know. I'm thinking with the winter meetings happening in your neck of the woods coming up in about a month, maybe there'll be an announcement we can make live on Hot Stove. Maybe we can actually break some news instead of doing separated at birth photos.
You got to come down to the set.
It'd be great.
You know?
It'd be great. It'd be great.
Well, regardless, I look forward to seeing both you guys and wish you the best this offseason.
Same back to you and your family, Chris. Thanks for the phone call, and congratulations again on the well-deserved AL Comeback Player of the Year award.
Guys, thanks so much. I appreciate it.